Hello, guys. How are you guys doing? I'm sure you guys are doing great. I want to talk to you about something. You know, I've been really thinking about just this sloth type spirit, and this sloth type spirit is like very sneaky, and it's like it's almost like a friend to you, and anybody can fall into it very easily. Anybody. And it's kind of like a gradual buildup of you liking it. You know, when you lie for the first time, you feel so guilty. You're like, oh my gosh. And then you lie again and you feel a little bit less guilty. And then over time, you keep lying, then it's like less guilty, until to the point where you don't feel anything. But, you know, that's before you were a new creature. But like sloth is the same way, you know. Like, I don't need to do this. I'll do it later. I don't want to do that. Or like, hey, I know I need to do that, but like, that's okay. Like, we'll wait. We'll do this tomorrow. And it's like, man, it's a build up of everything. Like, it's crazy because like people, you be so focused on something, people be like, hey, let's go do this. Let's watch this movie. Let's go watch this really quick. Just one episode, or just one time, one night, just for 1 hour, just for a little bit. All the time. Every time you hear anything like just for a little bit, just one time, it's only this, like anything to do with just like just like making something small. Because think about it, like the enemy has workers and he's strategic. All he's focused on is making sure that you fall, because he knows he can't beat the Most High God. So he's gonna come through you to do some psychological games on you, so you can fall into outside of the destiny that God has for you. So guys, like, the spirit of sloth is like is around everywhere. You know, if if you're a gamer, just one more game. No, man. I think even shows like, I'm just gonna watch this show for like 8 hours, 6 hours, and then that's it. Like, that's it. After that, I won't watch no more shows. I'm gonna binge watch the whole seasons, all that stuff, and I'm done. Man, when I tell you, like, in the I learned from reading the Bible, from walking with Christ, that we ought to judge righteously. Use the words for correcting each other, for doctrine, proof. And in there it says we should judge righteously. Obviously we know that no one can judge except for the Father himself, right? But it also says that we should judge righteously. So, and I think when this comes up is whenever we're trying to correct each other, like, hey, don't do that. That should come into your mind, because I know the devil likes to be like, man, who are you? Like, who are you to tell this guy, man, you're a hypocrite. Like, who are you? Man, you haven't fixed it. I get it, right? You gotta first take the eye out the spike out of your eye before you help your brother. That makes sense. So coming out of this, as someone who was falling into slothness, which is crazy because I like to think I'm a very hard worker, but like, that's the thing. Sloth can be minuscule, and it can shift your whole entire mindset. It can shift your whole entire energy. Like, it can shift everything. Like this, it's like one of those background characters or background people that don't say anything, but low key, they're like psychotic, or they're like super evil or super strong. It's a low profile spirit, But underneath that, it's very sneaky. Very sneaky. And the best thing I can say is, like, just remember, not just remember why, but remember that you have the same power that Christ had, the same spirit that Christ had now dwells inside you, because you're made new again. You've been baptized. And, like, I just wanted to make this so you are aware. You're aware of what the enemy does, because he's like a serpent. The serpent is like gradual. It's seductive, and will gradually walk towards the prey till the prey is close enough into its capabilities of it to have a 100% success chance of striking it and killing it and choking it, based on what the serpent believes it can attain. So it's gonna be gradual. At first, it's like, it's not that big of a deal. But no, these are the things you gotta really keep keying your eye on. Like, I really encourage you to start being spiritually woke times 5, because you're probably already spiritually woke, but I need you to be keen. I need you to be sharp. You know, just like Jesus says, you gotta be wise as a serpent, innocent like a dove. Sharp, man, very sharp. And when someone tries to come into your life and say things and plant seeds into you, like, oh, you know, when are you gonna ask her out, or when are you gonna have sex with her, or when are you gonna go do this and this, trying to insinuate fornication, because just because a girl smiles at you and you talk to the girl and you guys have a good friendship, don't let that seed linger. Rebuke that seed with what? With the words of Christ. What did he say? You know, love your enemy as yourself. Love your enemy and love your neighbors as yourself. You know, for sex is only like what's right under marriage. I don't know exactly what he said, but like, as we know, sex is only meant for marriage. It's meant for love and reproducing. But only if it's under the bondage that God himself has put between those two people who now become one, which is so mysterious, but yet super, like, unifying. So guys, like, what are some things I learned from fighting sloth? And sloth is like a thief in the night. A thief in the night. It's not gonna come in, announce like, hey, knock, 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 knock. What's up, man? Let's come on and play. No, he's gonna come in. He's like a smooth criminal. Like, come in like gloves, soundproof, like shoes, everything, guys. So once he enters, you have to rebuke it. You know, if you have nothing to do, bro, and you don't want to do that thing because you're procrastinating it, bro, go do. You know what? The best thing I recommend is to literally go help somebody. Literally, in that instant, you're like, man, I don't feel like doing this because of this and this. I don't feel like checking this because of this and this. No, if you want to combat that, because that's a spirit of sloth that's already trying to plant a root inside you, that is trying to control you to eventually become lazy in the things that God wants you to be productive and fruitful in. And the enemy knows that that's God's eventual goal, because he's wise. In his wisdom, he knows what that's going to lead to. But in your naiveness, that's why Jesus says, my people fall for lack of knowledge. And you're like, your insufficient wisdom, you're like, that's whatever. Like, no, be like the word. Study the ant. Look at the ant. Book of Proverbs. Look at the ant. They prepare for the next day. The ant prepares for the next day. We have to prepare for the next day. So how can we, like, if you want to shake that off, first of all, pray. ask God to help you, obviously, right? I'm talking about some practical steps here, right? Besides all that, because first of all, if faith comes by hearing. So a lot of these things, like, we should study His Word very diligently, because those words are going to bring us to life. Remember, His words are His words are like a lamp to our feet, so we know where to walk and how to walk. And as an experienced person that has fallen into sloth and is combating it, even though I'm labeled as a hard worker, I think the best way to kind of instantly, like, get rid of that thought is, the things I told you to be aware of, which just like, just one more time, this and this, later, I don't feel like doing that, is go helping somebody. Help somebody. Doesn't matter who it is. Help your brother, help your sister, help your mama. Doesn't matter who it is. Let me clean this out for you. Let me take out the trash out for you. Do you need any help? Can I do anything to make your life easier right now? Is there something that on your plate that you want to finish today? What can I do for you? If you can do that, if you go up to them and start saying that, like, you're instantly gonna, like, you're not gonna, like, fall into it, because you're not doing anything for yourself, but the active movement, you're producing. First of all, you're growing a better relationship with that person by helping them, but now you're moving, because you don't want to do your own things that you got to do that are beneficial, but you much rather do that for someone else. And for some reason, like, it's easier, which is ironic, because sometimes it's easier to be mean to somebody. It's like, what? But, like, if you do that, go against the grain like that, your mind, the enemy can't stop you. He can only tell you, hey, don't do this, but it's your will at the end of the day. So if you want to, like, stop sitting in thought, go do something. I don't know what to do, or you do know what to do and you just don't want to do it, then don't do nothing. Go do something else for someone else. Try it. I think we will be so productive, and it's going to be insane, because that momentum of you helping that person out is going to help you stay into constant flow of you making sure that you get the things you need to get done in your life for the people that are counting in you, and so you can produce fruit like God has destined for you to produce. Guys, stay blessed. Grow closer to Jesus. Study His Word. Remember, the way is narrow, very narrow, and build those relationships, guys. We're coming to a time where we need to build strong relationships. The people we know are going to be vital pillars in our life. Stay blessed, guys.